pretty much going to be showing you how I got these soft, go home, messy locks. Been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I just love when my girls like come out with a new hairstyle and it's just like so bomb, and I'm just like, I need to try it. So that's why I'm here today, and I love it. I did a shortcut. I guess I'm gonna get into it, you know, to the end. Oh, Krystal. I used I bought 3 packs of these, but I used 2 packs of the new locks in my actual hair, and I still had like a few left over. And then I also used 3 packs of my Freetress hair. The Freetress hair is in my hair now, so I don't have it on me. It is the Waterwave. I like that texture because it kind of really gives this like messy look. So yeah, stay tuned for a detailed little tutorial. Alright, so get straight into it. So yeah, I already conditioned my hair. I did a deep condition with my aloe vera conditioner and oil. So I'm ready to just go ahead and start separating, braiding / twisting for my faux lock. So these are some products I'm going to be using. I just like this for whenever I braid or twist my hair. The gel as well. And then I use my own aloe vera oil. It's a bunch of oils like kind of like mixed in here. But I already did a hot oil treatment, so I probably don't need to add any more oil, but we will see. And then just this little stick. Okay, so here I'm just braiding my hair. Again, I used my Cream of Nature twist and curl pudding. It was upside down, my bad. And I also used a little of my Eco Gel just to make sure it's very moisturized and things like that. So yeah, and I also am not braiding the full thing. I'm just braiding a little bit and then twisting the rest because again, it's going to be completely covered by the locks. My hair is feeling like super moisturized and just soft. I used my own aloe vera leave-in conditioner that I make, and my aloe vera oil as well. So now once you've braided / twisted your entire head, you have your first lock that you're ready to crochet. It's gonna look a little bit harder from the back to show you, but I will explain in detail more later on in the video. But pretty much what you're doing is crocheting the lock through your braid. You don't want to braid too tight because it will probably hurt to crochet that lock through. You're gonna find the circle at the top of the lock and then pretty much pull your braid through the lock to make another knot. Hopefully that makes sense, but I'll show you more detailed in the when I get to the front of my hair. Now once you have created your first knot with your braid, you're going to begin unraveling the lock so that you can put your braid inside of it and start to twist it and wrap it back around. Another way to do it, which, trial and error, but another way to do it is to just wrap the lock completely around your braid. I didn't do that. I unraveled it and then twisted it, and it still worked fine for me. So, yeah, as you can see, I did not use a comb. I just, you know, parted it, and some are big, some are small. That's all I gotta say. But just to kind of give you another view of how I am doing it. This is also my first time making any type of tutorial video, much less a YouTube video. So I really hope this is helpful for you guys. So this is just me showing you guys up close what it looks like. Crochet through the braid, like I said. Try not to braid too tight to your scalp. Find the hole, and then you're gonna just drag it through. Boom. Good. Now you have the hole right there, and you're just going to put the braid through that circle to create your knot to secure it. I don't use the nail glue method at all. I just create knots throughout the braid, and I'll show you exactly how I do that as well. So here you're just, again, unraveling it a little bit so that you can put that braid in there. Once you have the braid inside of it, then you can twist it back in its natural curl pattern. And if you ever get confused, you can just look at the bottom of your lock to see what way it's going, because I kept trial and error. I'm telling you, trial and error. I also like to, once I kind of get to where it's secure, just like pull it up a little bit to tighten it. I don't know. I just feel like it's doing something to really get it secured or something. But it works. And you're just repeating the process. These locks, the new locks, they are extremely lightweight, which I love. Like, I mean, you literally can't even feel it on your head. So when I finished wrapping it with my Freetress Waterwave, you do feel a little bit more weight, but definitely it's still very basically almost weightless. You don't feel anything like real heavy. All right, so this is, I guess, step 2 after your natural braids. And I'm pretty much just gonna do that extra step and wrap the Freetress around my my dread. And yes, as you can see, I also did cut my hair. I just wanted, like, not necessarily a bob, but I guess just like, you know, a shoulder length type look or whatever. Here is really what I mean about my trial and error process, because as I'm wrapping my Freetress hair, I did not realize that I was wrapping it too tight. And so it was going to it pretty much gave it a more defined look, which is not necessarily what I was going for. But, you know, we'll just keep watching. So yeah, it's morning time now because sleep is needed. Yeah, but I just wanted to show y'all how I wrap the knot. So once I braid it, or once I wrap it all the way down and start wrapping it back up, I pretty much just put a knot around my finger, and I try to bring the rest of the hair through that knot. And then once I have that, I just, I tighten it, and then I continue wrapping it upward, and then I wrap it downward to just, make sure that it is secure. And then I rub it together to, extra secure it. So this is, halfway the finished product. As you can see on one side, that's where I first started, and the trial and error is obvious there. I tied it too tight versus on this side where I literally was just wrapping it around and not tightening it at all. So I pretty much had to redo half of my head and pretty much just add another crochet of my Freetress Waterwave and wrap it back around without tightening it at all. I just thought this was a cute lock because it's like blonde at the top and then at the bottom. So you really only need one strand of the Waterwave, especially if you're wrapping it around and not, tightening it. So that's what I did for mine. And then, I took the other strand and I just started wrapping it the other way to really kind of get that like messy type look. I didn't take anything out of my hair, just added one more piece of Waterwave Freetress on each lock on one side of my head. So in total, I did buy 3 packs again of my new locks and then 3 packs of the Freetress Waterwave. I only used 2 packs of the new locks on my whole head. I have about maybe 29 or 30 locks. And then I did use all 3 packs of my Freetress wave, but I also think it's because I had to redo half of my head. Yeah, so technically I only used 2 packs had I not had that trial and error. So yeah, just put that into perspective. Just cutting some of the flyaways here. And I'm done. I really hope this helped someone, if they seen it and wanted to try this style. Hopefully, this video helps.